Alright guys, Fuller coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. If you like this video, please feel free to like the video. And if you want to, please feel free to subscribe to the page. Everything is by choice, not by force. So I hope y'all are finding your way through this whole situation we're in right now, these unusual times. And someone just told me something real right now. And I'm gonna remind myself of doing it myself in every aspect of my life too. Is that, while people are sleeping in this whole thing, in this whole situation, it's a good time to make progress. You know what I mean? And so just think about that. When you see all these people out with this Black Lives Matter crap, with their neoliberals alongside them, and things of that nature, and the whole corona thing. I'm not saying don't be safe. I'm saying, do your part to be safe, but don't just get lost in the sauce and, get to a point where you're like, oh yeah, vaccine, But again, that's another video into itself. But I want to talk about some more boxing. I see through shit most of the time. I really do. I see through shit. I see through facades. I see through a lot of the things. You know what I mean? And that's probably why I'm kind of disliked, because I do see through shit. But now it appears that Teofimo Lopez is pricing himself out of this Vasily Lomachenko fight. Okay? Apparently, his first $1 million payday is not enough for him. Apparently, he feels like he's deserving of more. And I'm just gonna go into it. Okay? Old fighters who were coming in the game, fighters who were just starting out, fighters who were just getting accustomed to the likes of boxing, had to take what they could get when it came to getting fights and landing fights. I mean, I even read one place, and he even said this, Erislandy Lara, when he was first starting the fight, he only got I think a purse of 10,000 before, when he was earning his stripes through the game. So now you have Teofimo Lopez with this, I guess, sense of entitlement, and it's kind of ridiculous at this point. I understand he has that IBF strap. I get that, okay? But at the end of the day, you still are kind of wet behind the ears. As I said before, the dude who was the Japanese dude who he looked rather basic with was having him eat jabs all night, okay? So what I'm trying to say is that this dude has one belt, and I understand he has the belt needed to be undisputed. I believe he does, or actually maybe Devin Haney has the WBC regular championship. I think he was made into a full-time regular WBC champion, if I'm not mistaken. So my thing is this: you're pricing yourself out, and I guess you're not thinking long term. Because if you were to take $1.2 million, win the fight, that would raise your stock value even higher. So on the next fight, you can ask for, how much it is that you're wanting, and it would be completely justified in giving it to you because you hold 3 straps. You know what I mean? You're not just bringing one to the table, you have 3 of them. So that would make sense to, up the value of your services. You know what I mean? But if you're asking for more than 1.2 million at this point in time, I would say you're utterly tripping, for the simple fact that although people want to see this fight and the fight has the potential, I'm saying it may not, but it has the potential to sell, then you're kind of like costing your consumers, you're kind of setting them back, you know what I mean? By asking for that money. I mean, at this point, it's pretty ridiculous. Because the thing is, no, don't get me wrong, I used to be a Teofimo fan. I used to like him. You know what I mean? But then when he started talking fly and stuff like that about the sparring with Devin Haney and things like that, and his dad as well, it was just like, yeah, I'm cool on them. I'm cool on that duel. You know what I mean? And so excuse me, sorry about that. I look at the boxing ability, and I say the boxing ability is there. The power is there. Okay? But when it comes to like technical fighting and like having just different things in the shed for different opponents, it's just kind of basic. And also, as I said before, and I have to agree with them, Devin Haney said, I'm gonna F this flat-footed bum up, because he is flat-footed. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, that's where the power comes from, is him sitting on it, but you have to be able to, be quick-footed with that, you know what I mean? So, I can't fault Devin Haney for saying what he said, about him. And so now it's gotten to a point where, I'm just like, I'm cool on him, because you would think this fight is the easiest fight to make. It's an in-house fight. It's for unification. So I don't see why money has to be an issue, when you're pretty much just starting off. You're just starting off. Nobody even knows your name outside of the hardcore boxing circles. Nobody knows your name. So who are you to ask for this much? Listen. I'm just gonna end this video with this, okay? If I get into the ranked surprise fighting, yeah, I will pretty much take anything that is I want to say that will allow you to live comfortable, okay? Be it 500,000, be it 1 million, whatever the case may be, right? And that money from my purse, all I have to do is flip it and invest it. So it gets to the point where you're boxing because you want to just stay in tip-top condition, and you have a competitive nature to you. That's why you box. But then what would make it better is that, you want big purses, don't get me wrong, but you have different streams of income to deal with maybe having a smaller purse, you know what I mean? And so that's why with Tiafimo, you know, I think he has power, but other than that, he's basic. And you know, I think I don't know what's in his head. I don't know if it's money that is the driving issue behind this, or you know, I don't want to jump to the conclusions, but it could be fear. It could be fear of Lomachenko. You know, but whatever it is, it's, you know, it's making things very difficult now. But anyhow, Full of Sunny, I'll leave your thoughts, leave your comments, and John Rahman.